We all know that a balanced diet is a healthy diet. Well, Santa too is very aware of this, and knowing that all of the girls and boys around the world will be leaving out a mince pie for him every Christmas Eve before he takes flight, he prepares himself a lovely, healthy packed lunch to help keep hunger at bay whilst he's en route around the world. The only problem is that often his lunch becomes too warm and he can't eat it. Today, we're going to look at how different materials have different insulating properties in a bid to help Santa's lunch from going as rotten as the Grinch. This is a simple experiment. You'll need an ice cube tray, mine's already in the freezer, with about 5 ice cubes and some little decorations within each one. Cake decorations are great for this, or you can use small craft toppers, anything you can find. The idea is to create 5 even-sized ice cubes with decorations in each. Then, to do the experiment, you'll need to find 5 different materials. You can find anything from around about the home. I've got some kitchen roll, I've got some Christmas material, I've got a sandwich bag, I've got some kitchen foil, and I've got some bubble wrap. But you can try anything you can find. You could use a flannel, cotton wool, foam, one of Dad's socks, basically anything around your house that is safe to use. Then you need some small containers to put the wrapped ice cubes in. I've got my items laid out in my containers here. Then you need a watch or a clock to keep time, a ruler and a pen and paper to make notes for your science experiment. Before we start, we need to think about our experiment being fair. When we get the ice cubes out of the freezer, they should all come out at the same time. We're going to need a chart drawn up to track which ice cube melts the fastest to find the best plan to keep Santa's lunch cool. Once you've got the ice cubes out, we're going to need to put them into their different materials. Ooh. I've got 5 that are the same and 1 spare. We're going to wrap them up like little presents that you last minute panic buy and then have to do for Christmas. 1 is going in the kitchen roll. Might have to put them down a bit so that they stay. 1's going in my Christmas fabric, but I don't want too many layers, so I'm just going to roll it up once and pop it in. This one is going in the sandwich bag. In he goes. There we are, like that. 1 in the kitchen foil, which again I'm going to do, it's just 2 layers so it's consistent. And 1 in the bubble wrap. There we are. Now, note the time and leave them all together in the same place. You could do a 6th ice cube without any wrapping. Scientists often call that a control subject, something that isn't actually part of the test, so no material around it here. We should be able to see how quickly an ice cube melts in your house with nothing surrounding it, so make sure it's in a tub. And with the rest of them, when they melt, there will be water, so that's why we've got the tubs around them. Now, for your experiment, you can decide on how often you're going to have a peep to see what's going on. Make sure it's the same. We're going to do this every 15 minutes. Keep note of your findings. You can measure the ice cube and note down the size and also anything else you notice. Have a think about what signs you think we need to look out for to see which material is keeping the ice cube coolest. Why do some ice cubes melt quicker than others? Do you think the cold is getting out or the warm air is getting in?
It's getting cold, just look at the falling snow. This season's greetings, happy meetings, oh, and a little bit of mistletoe. They're decorating.
Once you've completed your experiment, you should know which material kept the ice cube frozen for the longest. Write down why you think that was and have a chat with your adult about what else you could try next time. What would happen if you did this experiment at the North Pole? How about if you put an ice cube in an egg? Now I know which material worked best today, I'm off to go a step further and design a packed lunchbox for Santa. You can show us your experiments on social media Just use the hashtag #SantaLovesSTEM. And if you want another activity to keep you busy this Christmas, visit Santa's STEM workshop online through the link below and get creative, making eggnog, snow globes and your own advent calendar. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.